today is an escape. I tell all my guys all the time, submissions are awesome. Definitely want to finish a grappling match or a fight or whatever it is you're in. You know, it's great that you need position in order to do so, but I want everyone looking for finishes, all right? Don't really like the style of grinding somebody out. You're there to finish a fight or a grappling match, so I try to tell my guys to always attack. However, if you're in a bad situation, you know, submissions come secondary. You need to be in a spot where you can submit somebody. So escapes are super important. I myself, I try to drill my escapes on a pretty regular basis. I have all my guys drill their escapes on a pretty regular basis, especially again in an MMA fight. The last place you want to be is on the bottom, all right? So that being said, we're going to start in side control, okay? I'm going to go over one of the escapes that I like to use. I'm going to show the difference that a lot of people do, some of the finer points, and people make mistakes with this. All right. So right now, whenever I'm in side control, my elbows are tight to my body. All right. Both my elbows are going to be tight to my body. You see how I got this hand underneath his neck? This allows me to create a frame, look to get on my side, and now I can look for underhooks or look to get back into my guard. All right. There's a lot of different options. But there's some instances where a guy is really, really tight on me, his head is kind of low to the mat, and I can't get underneath his neck. I can't get that frame, all right? So this is one of the few times where I tell people, you know, this hand over here keeps control. It allows, it stops your opponent from spinning around you, all right? It also stops your opponent from bugging your neck. Right here, you can go around my neck. All right, you go right around my neck, I have nothing to protect. You know, if he was to go around my neck over here, you know, I could protect, you know, I have my hand, okay? So this is an instance that I like to use because I can't get this frame. And what I'll do is I'll take this hand and I'll put it all the way through. Okay, I put this all the way through, and a common mistake that I see a lot of people do is they just come and they try to turn their head and come out to the side like this and then look to spin, all right? And the only thing that he has to do to really stop this escape is just move this hand to the other side of my head. All right, so now I did all that work, you know, I thought I was going to escape, and I basically end up in north-south. So again, look, if I put this hand through and I go to slide out, all right, and he just basically puts his hand on the other side of my body, you know, it's not too efficient, okay? So the finer points, or the thing that's really important, is I need to bite down on this overhook, all right? You know, a lot of times in side control, I tell you to always look for an underhook. This is the situation where you can't get the underhook. So now you don't want to be lazy here. I'm not just going to keep this hand on his back. All right, I'm going to bite down so that he can't move this arm. All right. So this way, when I come underneath, all right, and now I get my head out, he wants to move that arm, he can't. Okay. The other part is I'm not just going to come out and stay flat on my back. As I come out, I'm going to break over, reaching for his neck, turn my hips over, all right, and let my arm lengthen so that I can end up on top control. All right. So let me do it a little bit faster. All right, where I'm inside control, you know, I would like to get, you know, underneath his chin and frame. I have the hand on his hip. I can't get here, right? He's got his head low. It's just not happening, right? I bite down on my overhook. I bring my, you know, my palm about to my belly button. I keep my elbow tight. My other hand's going to shoot all the way through, all right? Now what I try to look at is I say, think of it like I'm trying to take my left hand all the way to reach over and grab his chin. All right, as I do that, I'm going to get on my side and hold my overhook. So here I'm going to bridge up on my side, come right up to top control, keep my feet off on the mat, my knees off the mat, all right? If my knees are on the mat, it gives my opponent an opportunity to grab a leg and look to finish a single leg or switch to a double leg or all that stuff. So as soon as I get in a front headlock position, I like to keep my shoulder pressure right on the person's spine, my butt's up in the air, my toes are on the mat, and I have good control, good pressure here. Here I don't have to worry about him shooting for any kind of shot. All right, so one more time, a little bit faster. Side control over here, this hand comes through, I bite down on my overhook, I'm going to bridge up and over, twist my body up on my knees, get to a front headlock position. That's the technique for the day, guys. Give it a shot.